Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Gitasha Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 20th of June. Indian government announces 100% FDI in key sectors of Indian economy. Fourteen people, including foreigners, killed in minibus blast in Afghan capital Kabul. And devotees throng temple in eastern India to witness annual bathing of idols. And now for all the details. With an aim to bring in foreign investments, the Indian government on Monday announced to relax radical changes in FDI policy in major sectors. A report.
With the objective of providing major impetus to employment, the Indian government on Monday made amendments to the Foreign Direct Investment or FDI policy at a meeting chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Key changes include allowing 100% FDI under government approval route for trading, including through e-commerce, in respect of food products manufactured or produced in India, and permitting up to 100% FDI in defence sector. The other sectors that have benefited include broadcasting, pharmaceuticals, civil aviation and single brand retail, among others. The government has also decided to introduce a number of amendments in the FDI policy. Since its coming into power, the Narendra Modi government has brought major FDI policy reforms in a number of sectors in various fields, which has resulted in increase in FDI inflows.
Meanwhile, Afghan Taliban has claimed responsibility of the attack in country's capital city of Kabul, in which at least 14 people, including foreigners, were killed. A report.
At least 14 people were killed and 8 were injured, including Nepalese citizens, when an Afghan Taliban suicide bomber set himself off outside a minibus in the Afghan capital of Kabul on early Monday. According to officials, the suicide bomber waited near the compound housing the security contractors and set himself off as the vehicle moved through early morning traffic. The casualties include both Afghan and Nepalese security contractors, Kabul Police Chief Abdul Rahman Rahimi said. The attack, which occurred during Islam's holy month of Ramadan, is the latest by the Afghan Taliban as part of their summer offensive. The insurgent group frequently targets government employees and Afghan security forces across the country. The deadly attack was followed by another bomb blast in the capital, in which 6 people, including an Afghan member of parliament, were injured.
In the light of the recent standoff between Pakistan and Afghanistan at the Throng border, delegation-level talks were held between the two nations in Pakistan's capital, Islamabad. Afghan's delegation, which was led by Deputy Foreign Minister Hikmat Khalil Karzai, on Monday discussed border management issues with Pakistan's team, which was led by Foreign Secretary Aizaz Chaudhry. According to reports, both delegations agreed to creating a suitable mechanism for consultation on border management issues, also emphasized during the meeting. The meeting comes as heavy clashes between Afghan and Pakistan forces have been reported at the Throng border as Pakistan closed the border gate and introduced a new mechanism along the border which requires every Afghan to carry travel documents to enter Pakistan. Moving on, the lack of investment in the development of infrastructure by Pakistan government has resulted in the deterioration of the economy of Gilgit-Baltistan. The tourism industry in the region has suffered huge setback due to the apathetic attitude of the authorities in the region.
Gilgit-Baltistan is one of the most beautiful regions in the world with spectacular mountain ranges and scenic beauty. However, tourists visiting the region have to face difficulties as the place lacks basic facilities. Instead of focusing on the vast potential of tourism and its effect on industries, the Pakistani establishment has turned a blind eye towards it. As a result, the number of tourists visiting Gilgit-Baltistan has dipped significantly.
सहूलियात का फुकदान है। बाज़ इलाके ऐसे हैं जहाँ पर सिक्योरिटी रिस्क की वजह से सयाहों को जो है वो खुलेआम रहने की इजाज़त नहीं दी जाती है। सड़कें जो हैं वो मुख्तलिफ़ खूबसूरत वैलीज़ हैं जहाँ पर सड़कें जो है पुख्ता नहीं है और सफ़र जो है वो इंतहाई दुश्वार गुजार है, जिसकी वजह से सयाहों की उन इलाकों तक रसाई नहीं हो पाती है।
Gilgit-Baltistan, earlier a part of India's princely Jammu and Kashmir province, was illegally occupied by Pakistan decades ago. The region has huge economic potential and abundant natural resources. The condition of the locals, however, remains unchanged due to lack of interest shown by the Pakistan government to invest in the region.
Protesters in Dhaka formed a 10-kilometer human chain in a demonstration protesting against secret killings and attacks on members of minority religions around Bangladesh. The protest was held on Sunday, including members of the 14-party alliance led by the ruling Awami League party. It was organized following attacks claimed by Islamic State or Al-Qaeda groups, despite the government's denial about presence of either group in Bangladesh. The demonstration came a day after a suspected Islamist militant Ghulam Faizullah Fahim was killed on Saturday in a shootout in Bangladesh after he critically wounded a Hindu college teacher along with two other knife-wielding assailants. This comes as the latest in a spate of attacks on minority groups in the Muslim-majority country.
গুপ্ত হত্যা হচ্ছে, সন্ত্রাস জঙ্গিবাদী আক্রমণ হচ্ছে, আমাদের সংখ্যালঘু ধর্মীয় বিভিন্ন নেতাদের উপরে আক্রমণ হচ্ছে। এই রকম একটি সময়ে আমরা তাই সমগ্র বাংলাদেশে মুক্তিযুদ্ধের চেতনা সমৃদ্ধ সকল মানুষকে ঐক্যবদ্ধ করে মুক্তিযুদ্ধের শক্তিকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাবার জন্য গুপ্ত হত্যা সন্ত্রাস জঙ্গিবাদের বিরুদ্ধে আজকের এই মানববন্ধন সারা দেশব্যাপী 14 দলের উদ্যোগে আমরা শুরু করেছি।
Moving on, yoga, an integral part of Indian culture, has benefited the life of people across the world. Various events were organized across the subcontinent ahead of International Day of Yoga.
People across India practiced yogic exercises and took out awareness rallies ahead of the International Day of Yoga. The United Nations in 2014 declared June 21 as the International Day of Yoga after adopting a measure proposed by Indian government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The day is marked by mass practice of yoga and other healthy activities across the world. Free yoga camps have been organized in central Madhya Pradesh province to spread awareness about benefits of yoga.
और सबसे बढ़िया बात यह है कि रोग होने के बाद हम योग करें, उससे अच्छा है कि हम पहले ही योग करें ताकि रोग हो ही नहीं, और ये बच्चों से ही आरंभ हो जाए तो ज़्यादा बेहतर है। एक बार रोग लग जाने के बाद निकलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, इसलिए निवेदन ये करना चाहता हूँ कि बच्चे ही योग करें तो उनको रोग होगा नहीं।
Similar camps and rallies have also been organized in provinces of Maharashtra and Karnataka, where people assembled to learn and practice yogic exercises.
It is to create a yoga and health together for all. That is the main notion of this walk particularly, and the arrangement has been done, and only wish is health for all through yoga. That is a motto of this walk.
The practice of yoga originated in ancient India. It includes exercises, postures and meditation, all aimed to achieve physical, mental and spiritual well-being.
Devotees in India's eastern Odisha province celebrated the bathing festival to mark the beginning of annual chariot festival of the famed Lord Jagannath temple.
Thousands of devotees on Monday gathered at Lord Jagannath temple in eastern Odisha province as priests bathed the idols of the main trinity of deities ahead of the annual Rath Yatra or chariot festival. The idols of Lord Jagannath and Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra were brought out of the temple at fortnight ahead of the Rath Yatra and bathed. On Monday, the idols were brought out of the temple for their first annual bath since they replaced the earlier ones last year. Idols are replaced every 12 or 19 years.
आज जगन्नाथ जी का स्नान दर्शन है। ये दर्शन में भगवान मंदिर से बाहर आ करके अपने भक्तों को दर्शन देते हैं और इसमें विश्व से सब जगह से लोग आते हैं और इतनी यहाँ भीड़ होती है। माने जगन्नाथ जी के इतने श्रद्धालु रहते हैं कि जो भीतर दर्शन कभी कर नहीं पाते हैं वो आज उनको दर्शन भगवान माने बाहर से भी सब दर्शन का लाभ उठा सकते हैं।
The idols will now be kept in seclusion for 2 weeks till the Rath Yatra commences on July 6. The festival commemorates the annual journey by the 3 gods in the specially made chariots.
A global leader in professional hair care unveiled the Essential Looks Spring-Summer 2016 collection in India's fashion capital, Mumbai. The event showcased quirky hairstyles mixed with elegant cuts, which added to the glam value. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Indian government announces 100% FDI in key sectors of Indian economy. 14 people, including foreigners, killed in minibus blast in Afghan capital Kabul. And devotees throng temple in eastern India to witness annual bathing of idols. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.